Welcome to another Therapist Reacts from Delightfully Dysfunctional. We are a team of myself, Keilani, a licensed psychotherapist, and James Timmons, my editor and an ever-curious human, an integral part of the podcast and YouTube team. We are trying our best, and we are learning as we are trying something new and really embodying curious culture, which is a value of ours at Delightfully Dysfunctional. So thank you, as you have given us some valuable feedback for us to learn and grow. What I've appreciated the most from the renegades who may be watching this video is your passion for Ren's work and how much information and insight some of you were able to kindly give me about his lived experience, which has so much depth and is such a story of perseverance and resilience despite huge obstacles. His emotion definitely comes through in his storytelling, and he has such a beautiful, unique experience that has touched so many people. So I'm really excited today to react to the video Sick Boi. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Okay, there's just so much buildup of emotion in this song that is so impressive. Like, just hearing that breathing and that beat. I know that for so many of my clients who've gone through a lot of trauma, it can feel very dissociating to be bombarded with those kinds of questions. And it just felt, everything was so clinical. And obviously they're overemphasizing that too, with this room that's just gross and falling apart. But I think that really shows this artistic quality of how much Western medicine and modern mental health doesn't really respect you as a person. There's so much pathology, and the woman speaking to him, whether she was doing intake or maybe she is a therapist, there's not really a lot of clarity, or a psychiatrist. There was not a lot of compassion and picking up on what was going on for him, because it felt very clear that he was extremely overwhelmed. I'm going to keep watching, but there's just, you can feel it. I can feel it in my body, just the beat and just that heavy breathing. The tone is set. There's a lot of intensity.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
There's all the conversation about the medication in this section of the song and the side effects of medication. It feels like such a cycle. I feel like there are so many issues in the mental health field and that we're needing to find better solutions. Like the fact that we have, through studies, in a recent study that was just a year or two ago, traditional SSRIs and antidepressants are only 33% effective. And there's then a huge cost of bringing on all of the side effects that can severely impact your quality of life. So this is just really speaking to the problems that are there. And my heart is like aching because I feel this story is more common than I'd like. I hear this story with my clients who've been through other providers and didn't feel like they were getting that compassion, or are struggling to feel like they can navigate that world of like medication, if that's the option that they are turning to. So it's so overwhelming. And this is really capturing that process. It's so frustrating. Like, take this for 3 weeks. Maybe you'll feel better, just like she was saying. And like, or maybe you'll just get a bunch of side effects. And I feel for that, because in the moment of feeling that much emotional pain, and his, mixed with physical pain, we're one organism, so our brain and our body are interconnected. And he was experiencing, anguish in both areas, but this isn't a solution that helps for everybody. And we need to do better as a society to treat mental health in a holistic and integrative way.
Thanks, Ren.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pic, boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is...
Whoa. Oh man. Like, now this section is really about like society is sick. Society is sick. And here is this industry, like the pharmaceutical industry or, Western medicine, saying that I'm the one who's sick. And that's speaking so much to like a phase that I'm currently in my life of like, what's really important to me and what am I willing to give up? How do I find peace in this moment? Maybe the ideas that I thought I needed aren't what I needed. And for a lot of people I know, entering the music industry or entering fame, it can feel like swept away in that current. He's like spoke a little bit to that, but there's also like this sense of like, don't commodify my gift. Like, that doesn't feel right. And I know that for people who've really had sustainability in the music industry or in film, I mean, these are my own observations, so feel free to like disagree or move along, but like, you really need to have healthy boundaries of like, this is what I'm willing to put out there, but also a really healthy, secure base of people who got your back, of being able to go at a slower pace, of being able to take care of yourself, of not being swept up into that rush or need to produce, which can become such a toxic cycle and lead to burnout even when you love something. So I'm going to finish watching the video, but like, I'm not sure if that's a bit of what he's speaking to as well, but that's like resonating for me in a phase where I'm like, oh, wow, I would really like simplicity and peace is what I'm striving for. And we just live in a society that's about producing. So it can feel like a true rebellion to just listen to that need that you have.
I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Wow, that beat at the end was really, I don't know, I love his key changes and shifts, and they're so seamless. I'd love to know, like, everyone's thoughts on the symbology of the pig And I'm sure that it's been revealed, but like I'm kind of enjoying getting to learn through you posting and sharing with me too. That's been really fun to learn more about Ren's history. But in this particular video, like to me, it's like, you know, is it just representing kind of like butchers and like the way that we're treating people as being inhuman? That was like my gut reaction. But I'd love to know if there were more thoughts that you have there. His music definitely resonates to so many things, even though his unique experience is his of being misdiagnosed for so long and having Lyme disease. I think that the core of the emotions that he communicates are common human experiences of suffering, of persevering, of navigating complex systems, of noticing that we are in a sick society. So as a just fellow delightful human, I see you trying your best, and I'm just sending you love today in whatever it is that you are navigating. Thank you for introducing me to the beautiful world of Ren, and we'll see you in the next one.